Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today I am here with the contents of uterine prolapse. What is uterine prolapse? Uterine prolapse occurs when the uterus sags or slips from its normal position and into the vagina or birth canal. Let me see what are the types of uterine prolapse. There are mainly two types. First one is uterovaginal prolapse and the second one is congenital prolapse. In uterovaginal prolapse, the prolapse of uterus, cervix and vagina occurs. And in congenital prolapse, the uterus herniates down along with the inverted upper vagina. There are some degrees of uterine prolapse like normal. Normal means the external os lies at the level of ischial spine. In first degree prolapse, the uterus descends down from its normal anatomical position, but the external os still remains above the introitus. In second degree prolapse, the external os protrudes outside the vaginal uterine cervix and body and the fundus descends to lie outside. And the third degree prolapse, it is also known as precedentia or complete prolapse. Precedentia involve prolapse of the uterus with eversion of the entire vagina. Causes. The pelvic floor muscle can become weak for a lot of causes like pregnancy, factors related to delivery, getting older, frequent heavy lifting, straining during bowel movement, chronic coughing, history of pelvic surgery, genetic factors, etc. etc. What are the symptoms of uterine prolapse? Let me see. Like pulling or heavy feeling in the pelvis, constipation, bladder infection, vaginal bleeding, increased discharge, uterus or cervix protruding outside the vagina, etc. The condition. It can be done through pelvic examination, ultrasound or MRI. How can be treated? Yes, of course, there is non-surgical treatment and also surgical treatment. The non-surgical treatment include losing weight to take stress of pelvic structures, avoiding heavy lifting, doing Kegel exercises, wearing a pessary. The use of vaginal estrogen has been well studied and shows improvement in vaginal tissues regeneration and strength. What are the surgical treatment? Especially uterine suspension and hysterectomy. You have to note that surgery is often effective, but it is not recommended for all the women who plan on having children. The pregnancy and childbirth can put an immense strain on the pelvic muscle, which can undo the surgical repair of the uterus. Whatever it may be, prevention is better than cure. There are some ways to prevent this uterine prolapse. The uterine prolapse may not be preventable in every situation. However, you can do several things to reduce the risk, like getting regular physical exercises, maintaining a healthy weight, and practicing Kegel exercises. Thank you. Have a nice day.